Welcome to the Daily Athenaeum Studios. I'm John Terry, joined by sports writer Michael Carvelli, and we're here to preview Saturday's West Virginia women's basketball game as they take on Pittsburgh in the Backyard Brawl. It's set for 4 o'clock at the WVU Coliseum. Pittsburgh comes in, they just won their last game against Cincinnati, but it's been a struggle of a season so far. They are 9-10, and they do have some scorers. Michael, what do you know about them?
Pitt brings two players who can really give the Mountaineers a lot of problems on Saturday. They have Jania Sims, who's averaging 13.7 points a game, and in that game against Cincinnati, she scored her 1,000th point of her career. They also have Chelsea Cole down low, who averages 10 points and 9.8 rebounds a game, who could give the Mountaineer front court a lot of fits on Saturday. John, you spoke with Agnes Baronato, the head coach at Pittsburgh, yesterday. What did she tell you about the game?
Well, she did say, it's been a tough season for Pittsburgh. Of course, they're 9-10, as I mentioned earlier, 2-6 in the Big East Conference. But she likes the momentum that they've had as of late. They played Connecticut on January 22nd. Actually had a second half lead. Then they traveled to Syracuse, only lost by 9. That was when they were ranked. Then they almost beat Marquette. Marquette hit a buzzer beater right at the end of regulation. They end up falling in overtime. That's a team, of course, West Virginia's lost to. Then, of course, they really derailed Cincinnati, beat them 79-48 on Monday night. So she likes the momentum of the team, and she thinks that any game between West Virginia and Pittsburgh is going to be a brawl, as she put it. So she's looking forward to it, and then she likes where her team's going. She did say though about the Jania Sims scoring her 1,000th point that she was happy she went ahead and got it out of the way because she didn't want it just being a burden on her guard. So I guess when we look forward now to the game, what are some keys that you maybe see for the Mountaineers?
I think if West Virginia wants to be successful on Saturday, they need to cut down on their turnovers. 9 out of their last 10 games, they've had more turnovers than assists, and once they get into the rest of the season and playing teams like Connecticut and the bigger teams in the Big East, they're going to run into a lot of trouble if they can't cut down on those turnovers, and they need to start doing that on Saturday.
Mike Carey actually said yesterday on the Big East teleconference that was one of the areas his team needs to improve in, that and rebounding. The Mountaineers have really been no match on the boards that they were at the beginning of the season against Providence. They held just a 1 rebound advantage. They were out-rebounded by DePaul in that blowout loss, and then were out-rebounded by about 16 or so rebounds against Georgetown last week at the beginning of the losing streak. So it's a game that Mike Carey wants and needs for his team to get back on track before they host Connecticut next Tuesday. He did say that he wants to take it one game at a time, but when Connecticut's coming to town, you can't just really ignore it. So this is a game Mike Carey wants for his team, need it to get back on track, and it'll all take place at 4 o'clock at the WVU Coliseum on Saturday. If you can't make it to the game, follow us on Twitter at Daily Athenaeum, and check for a recap Saturday night.